Welcome to the world famous Valentine show. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode. We got a lot of things to cover. We got a very mixed show coming down the pike today. Oh my God, Kamala. We got a sinister plan by Nancy Pelosi that I think is brewing like they always do. We got Trump. We got a brand new video by the authorities in the Breonna Taylor case. Fire! Well, not fire for what happened, but the show is fire! TGI, how's everybody doing out there? TGI Friday, man. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Let me shut this down. What's going on here? Wait up, hold up. A lot of people already up in the chat, man. Thank you so much. The people already up in the chat, man. You know how it is, how we do it here on the Valentine. Wait. You know how we do it here on the world famous Valentine show. Share, do that, helps me a lot, guys. We got a lot of things to cover here. We got good things happening in the show as always. A lot of work. We reached the 1,000 milestone that we wanted, right? About 2 weeks ago, but we still need to work. So share, do all that stuff, and we're just gonna get right into it. There's just so much stuff to cover, and like always, around 8:30, we're gonna be opening up the phone lines as we always do up in the Valentine show. Let me just close a couple of these windows here. Like I see people here. QT is in the house. Nelson, Trump 2020. What's up, family? Of course, this is Trump. What's up, Nelson, bro? How you doing, brother? God bless. Mike OX Long is up in the house. What is that? What is that? Is that the Subaru you got on your thing? Or is that the Toyota 86? I'm a car guy, man. Tell me some stats. Tell me something. I'm a car guy. Butterscotch Pudding is up in his house. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Sister, you remember, right? Sister, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Sister. So let's just get right into it. Let me just put the right screen on here. We're going to be talking about, what are we going to be talking? Let's talk about this. Celebrities, man. They're getting naked to call the vote out. They're getting naked, people. I mean, but to be expected from these low moral human beings. I mean, it's funny because they're coming out like this, all these craziness, right? They're coming out, they're supporting, again, a lot of the artists are liberals, and they come out in support for the Democratic Party, and they're going to take another huge loss because people don't care about them, man. They're disconnected from reality. They're disconnected. They might have come from the bottom, maybe, a lot of them, but they're not here anymore. They're not where we're at. They have access to stuff that we don't have access to. They're disconnected. They're not seeing it. So to bring attention to something called a naked ballot, which is, I guess, if you don't put your name on it or something like that. I'm not even sure. I don't care. They get naked. Let's see, man.
I'm naked. I'm completely butt-ass naked.
I'm naked.
I'm like naked.
There isn't a man behind me. These are my hands.
Why you want me to be naked?
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ruffalo, put your clothes on.
To be honest, I wish I could cover my hands with my boobs, but...
It's funny because this, maybe, who knows, man? Maybe even 20 years ago, to be honest. Or 10 years, a commercial like this would not fly. But again, they just keep this is one thing that I give the leftists, the Democrats, I give this to them. Yo, they are very strategic, very strategic, something that we're not, in my opinion, right? Or we might be, but not at the level that they are. They're always pushing the envelope. They are always pushing for more. They always are always trying to, and that's how things get, they literally, society gets put into a place where people don't even know, damn, like, how did we even get here? It's like this. They start pushing, or they start showing like this. Next thing you know, the woman is going to be just putting like this, like just covering the nipple part of her breast and showing the color part, right? And next thing you're going to know, they're just going to be out in public, like in TV, 12 o'clock, and it's going to be normal because, again, it's a have a perfect strategy of making people accept their views, right? They start pushing little by little, grassroots, little by little. Let's keep going. Let's see what these people say.
But here we are.
I'm here to talk to you about voting.
Did you know that ballots could be naked?
And if you don't do exactly what I tell you, your ballot could get thrown out.
This is my ballot. Just got it.
First of all, when your ballot comes, you're supposed to read the instructions.
Read and follow the instructions that come with your ballot.
And if they say to use a black pen, use a black pen.
I know that's like literally the least sexy thing a completely naked person could say, but...
But I have crumb like can of Pepsi. Is problem?
Number 2.
In some states like Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
There are 2 envelopes you have to stuff your ballot in. Otherwise, it's called a naked ballot.
Naked ballot.
This is good information. Okay, good. But why do you have to get naked and just debauchery at its finest? Like, I don't get it. You couldn't say this information like I am. Like, you know, get dressed up. You know, just give the commercial. All these people are Democrats. All of them. Republicans will never do something like that ever.
And you don't want to have one of those.
Number 3, mail your ballot in as soon as you can.
Don't sit on them. Get those things out ASAP.
Like now.
Do it!
Get it in as soon as you can.
I gotta get my ballot to the motherfucking post office.
Cursing.
Let's go.
Cool.
Please
You're cool.
vote.
Take your clothes off and vote.
Vote, vote, vote.
Everyone's voice matters in this election.
Please vote.
America needs you.
See, look, she showed it there. See, I mean, I didn't see that part. This is what they are. Like, what does that have to do? Get naked and vote. That doesn't even make any sense. But this is what these human beings are. They don't have no morals. Their minds are not working anymore. These are the people that they're pushing, sadly, onto the society, and they're thinking that society is just gonna be like, oh man, Sarah Silverman, I'm going to vote now. Chris Rock, I'm gonna vote now. Really? Like that's well, I mean, that is the way they think, to be honest. They get these high profile celebrities thinking that they're just gonna tap into the market, their fans, and we're gonna just vote. Oh, like seriously, do they believe? And somebody tell me in the chat, do they really believe that because, for example, Sarah Silverman, let's say I'm a fan of Sarah Silverman is telling me to vote for the Democratic ticket, I'm just gonna vote for the Democratic people? Are there dumb people like that? Let me know because I can't believe that, to be honest. I cannot believe that people will seriously just vote because a celebrity told you to vote this way. No reasons giving, no policy proposals, no nothing. People vote like this, like in reality? How's everybody doing, man? Let's go through the chat, man. QT is in the house. Morgan, you're so cool. Naranja 2020 is up in the house. Orange 2020, that's an inside joke from the Spanish channel where we're going. Brendan is up in here from Alaska. I said Butterscotch is up in his house. Puffy Cloud, Sonia, as always, Damon from the BX, Alexis, the crew. The crew is here. The crew is here, man. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm telling you, guys think I'm playing. You guys, guys. I love to do this, guys. I love to talk to you guys. I love to be here on Friday, TGIF. Let's get ready. I don't know, man. I'm feeling like, what you guys think? Let me know. The next Latino Rush Limbaugh, what you guys think? I'm just kidding. But let's get into it. Let me give you guys a little update on, I know a lot of you are waiting. A lot of people are waiting, to be honest, on some of the proposals that are coming down the line regarding the whole stimulus package that the two gangs, the Republicans and the Democrats, are fighting for in the United States Congress. What's going on? It's pandemonium going on. I guess Donald Trump is just pulling, making them go crazy and pulling his master negotiating skills to the test and putting Nancy through the through basic training of negotiating. He called off the negotiations. He said, let's put it to after the election. We're talking about the stimulus package here. Maybe a day later, he said, okay, we're back on the negotiating table and we could even put it up. Next thing you know, the Republicans come out and they propose. There were The Republicans were at $1.6 trillion. The Republicans put it a little bit up to 1.8. This is the offer on the table approved by the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Okay, so what does this 1.8 entail? The $1,200, the 1,200 is still on the table for people. That's still for the 1,200, the same parameters used in the first stimulus check, meaning 1,200 per adult, 2,400 per couple, and a $500 child credit. A family of four, you're talking about $3,400, which is good to pay bills, which is good to pay rent. That has not stopped. Again, none of this stuff has stopped. We're 6 months in and none of it has stopped. So this could help a lot of people, and a lot of people need this money, to be honest. You might not be in a position that you need it. Great, you're blessed. But there's a lot of people in the United States of America that need this money. And I think it also benefits the President of the United States of America. I think he thought about it too. Again, we're obviously in election. I think he thought about it. Man, I'm like, damn, wait, we're going to put these people and not give them. If we're going to give it to them, why not before the election? If we're going to give it to them after the election, why not before? Right? Think about it. Get these people happy. Get even Democrats and liberals happy. Oh, wait, Donald Trump gave me money, gave me 1,200, right? That's something that they're not going to give away, right? They're not going to give back. So get the people happy. There's money in there for other things also. But the main stumbling block from like ages in this negotiation between Democrats and Republicans, the $600 enhanced unemployment insurance, the $600 for the people that received it or that did not receive or don't know what it is, was a benefit on top of what you regularly collected for your unemployment benefit, right? So you got your benefit, which is literally like a third or fourth of your regular pay or whatever you get at your job. So they decided to put this on against to try to make some of that ground and people to be able to have some type of be able to pay their bills, be able to pay their rent. They decided to add the $600. What happened with the $600? It was more than what some people were getting on their regular job. So that incentivized people to stay all day in their homes watching Netflix. That's bad, right? So the Republicans are trying to bring it down a little bit, right? But the Democrats want to give $600. The Republicans right now they are at $400. I believe it's either going to stay at $400 or they might meet somewhere in the middle at $500. The economy has to keep going again, guys. This is, and for us Trump supporters, guys, people need to be happy. People need, if your pockets are going, then people are happy. There's some people that cannot find a job. Okay, jobless claims are super down. We added more. I think don't quote me on the numbers. I think we added maybe like 600,000 new jobs to the economy, but it still needs help to recover. Stimulus. A lot of this stuff is going to go right back to the government anyways. How? In taxes. It's going to go right back to the government. Everything gets, as a matter of fact, what you get in unemployment is going to get taxed. So it's going to go right back to the government anyway. I understand for the people that are fiscally conservative and are worried about the national debt. Great. I understand. But we're in a situation right now that I think it benefits the president of the United States to get this going again. And hopefully, this is going to help a lot of people out. So this is the stumbling block, the 600 or the 400. I think they might meet in the middle or they're going to leave it at 400. I think something might be coming down the pike before the election. So this is where we're at. They're still battling now. Nothing has changed. Well, just that the Republicans went to 1.8 on the offer and the Democrats are at 2.2. The Democrats started like at 3 something. Republicans starting like a 1 something. This is how you do deals, guys. This is negotiating 101. You start high and you start higher than what you want, right? And then you come down, and vice versa. This is how it goes, and this is what they're doing. But it's taking a lot because obviously these people are like not on talking terms. Okay, let's talk about this right here. Let me put this back. Okay, let's talk about this. Let me see something. I'm sorry, guys. For the people that are here, just say what's up, man. A lot of people up in the chat. 20 people, guys. Like, share it with somebody, guys. This is the only way we're gonna grow. If you guys help me share this organically, share with. Hey, listen, subscribe to this young Latino papi chulo. that is trying to do a little something different out here on the internet. What up, guys? I don't like this. Give me 1 second. I gotta fix something here. Just give me 1 second, because I'm telling you, there's some things that I'm telling you. Let me see. There you go. Valentine. You fixed it. That's how we do it, guys. This is a live show. Let's talk about this. This picture that you guys know exactly how I feel about LeBron James. I can't stand him as a human being. As a Christian, I pray for him and I want him to get saved. But what he's doing, I truly believe is evil stuff, what he's doing. So, I mean, I don't have to like the person. I pray for him. But I don't have to like him, you know? I mean, because I like I said, I believe he's just doing some evil stuff. I don't like that. President in the vice presidential debate, everybody knows about the fly. Like, okay. I mean, I guess it's being a big deal around liberal circles. It's a fly, guys. Come on, like, how old are we? It's a fly. That's what you got out of the debate, a fly. Yeah, they got, I guess that's the most important part for them, since Kamala took such a beating. Mike Pence destroyed her. But we got here liberal activist LeBron James, and it's talking about Mike Pence, who treated Kamala like with a lot of honor, to be honest. Honor. He tweets this out, or Instagrams this out. Y'all know what Fly's favorite destination is, right? Yup, you guessed it. Laughing emojis with poop emojis there, right? Poop. And more laughing emojis, poop emojis. Here, FOH is F. I didn't even know what FOH means. F out of here. That's what that means. F out of here. To the vice president of the United States. So again, behave himself very classy, to be honest, in my personal opinion. But if we're gonna use that stupid comparison, that stupid dichotomy, saying that flies, and it's funny because I told my wife, listen, they're gonna make fun of Mike Pence, saying that he was poop. I told that. I get it. Okay, no problem. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But if you're gonna make that stupid comparison, what do you say about this, LeBron? That's a real picture, guys. This is NPR. This happened in 2010, June 22, 2010, a story from NPR. What is that? I mean, I don't want to insinuate anything, but if we're going to come with the stupid comparisons, and this pictures of Hillary out there, damn, and that thing looked like it weighed 2 pounds. 2 pounds. Seriously, Obama? Come on, dude. Like, that thing is huge right there, that boy Obama got, man. So LeBron, what do you say about that? That's just insanity, man. See, I mean, the internet just doesn't forgive, and the internet always records everything. Talking about LeBron James and the NBA, who is suffering massively from ratings. They have a massive, according to this is Sports Illustrated, huge drop in viewership. Huge drop. Look, for example, between the Heat and Lakers, the team that LeBron James play, record in audience, but not the type of records that they want to set. Look at this. Game 1, 7.4 million. Game 2, 6.1. Game 3, 5.9. Look what it says here. Those numbers for game 2 and 3 are all-time lows for the NBA. All-time lows. And LeBron James is playing. Does it have to do something with LeBron? I think so. The people want to watch basketball. This dude wants to feed you his political views. Nobody cares. And the NBA in general. But the NBA seems like they are stepping up a little bit, and they seeing. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: the NBA was in trouble. There was people talking already before this all social justice stuff happened. People weren't tuning in. But now they took a stand. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver says social justice messages will be in court during 2021 season. Conservative dollars won. No more social justice messages on the court and on jerseys too, I think he says here. Look what it says. Fans aren't going to see Black Lives Matter and social justice messages on NBA courts and jerseys next season. In an interview with ESPN earlier this week, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver revealed that social justice messages aren't going to be noticeable like they were in the bubble. We're completely committed to standing for social justice and racial equality, Silver said. I mean, of course you are. You don't have to tell us. The NBA is 80% black. It's part of the DNA of this league. I will say, in terms of messages you see on the court in our jerseys, this was an extraordinary moment in time when we began the discussion with players and what we all lived through this summer. Silver did also commit that the league will have talks to the players about this aspect prior to the start of next season. So they will talk to the players, but they already made a decision. I hope they don't get punked. If they get punked, man, if they get punked, they just gonna, it's for the destruction of the NBA, to be honest. But I mean, hey, this is what they went broke. They went woke. They went broke. Plain and simple. And everybody, like I said it 10 billion times, I've said it. Yo, people were primed. People wanted to see something on their TV that was not stupid coronavirus thing. People were tired of the stupid coronavirus. I have probably like 3 months. I don't listen to coronavirus news. I don't care. I just don't care, to be honest. I do what I got to do. I don't care about it. You know, what's going to happen is going to happen. I put myself in the hands of the Lord. I try to protect myself and do what I got to do. But at the end of the day, I just don't care. There's so much misinformation out there. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who's who. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how the CDC the other day put something that it spreads through the air. They had to take it down. They don't even know if it spreads through the air. How does it spread? Can anybody tell me what's going on? Why were so many people dying before? Why are there less people dying now? Nobody knows. But again, where all that happening, we were ready to watch some sports. I was ready to get back blazing into sports. I wanted to, talk a little bit more about sports probably in the channel too and all that, etc. But none of that happened this year because these people decided to just go crazy with all this stuff, man. It's just insanity, and that's where we're at. But let's keep going here, guys. This is some great news, to be honest. And thank God we raised our voices, guys. Let me just get this going here. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me get my, okay. All right, let's get going here. Netflix is indicted in Texas, in a Texas grand jury over Cuties film. Why would you have, it's funny because again, they test the waters. This is what liberals do. Little by little, just keeps moving. It just keeps moving forward, little by little. They got a backlash from the poster itself, right? And the movie that was already out in France, they got backlash from that. They still decided to put it out there because they feel like they want to put it out there. Okay, no problem. It's their platform. They could do whatever they want, right? Okay, then, brace yourself for the impact. And this is the impact. Netflix indicted by Texas grand jury over Cuties film. Let's see what it says here. I mean, like, it's just insanity how they got this backlash. And again, they still gonna push this pedophilia. Again, pedophilia. Hollywood, pedophilia. To the masses out here. Netflix has been indicted by a Texas grand jury for allegedly promoting lewd visual material of a child in connection to the release of the controversial French film Cuties. The grand jury in Tyler County returned the indictment against the streaming giant on September 23. It was revealed Tuesday, and I hope to God that they pay heavily for this, to be honest. I hope to God. The indictment charges that Netflix did knowingly promote visual material which depicts the lewd exhibition of genitals or public areas of a clothed or partially clothed child who was younger than 18 years of age at the time of the visual material was created, which appeals to the prurient interest in sex and has no serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value. In a specific mention, the award-winning film Cuties, which also goes by the French title Mignons, was released on Netflix September 9. A flick which premiered in this year's Sundance Festival follows the story of an 11-year-old Muslim girl in Paris, France. But look at the stupid is the word, response from Netflix. In a statement Tuesday, a Netflix spokesperson told the Post, Cuties is a social commentary against the sexualization of young children. This charge is without merit and we stand by the film. You see this stupidity. They are against sexualization of young children by sexualizing children. Like, who the hell cares? Who the hell cares if you are talking about the sexualization against children by sexualizing children? Liberal logic at its finest, guys. liberal logic at its finest. These people are like, give me a reason. Tell me something logical. Or no, tell me something. No, is that they're evil? No, it's because that they were just working. And it's funny because somewhere you will find some liberal idiot, to be honest, that will defend this. It's just the devil, demons. That's what these people are. That's all that is, guys. Come on, you're talking about an 11-year-old girl. You're gonna have an 11-year-old girl hypersexualized, doing crazy sexual moves. 11 years old. Like, come on, man. It's insanity. But again, we just keep saying it, man. We just keep saying it. Guys, we're going to get into the new Breonna Taylor video. This is a video where it shows, but before I get into that, guys, thank you so much for the people that are here. Remember to like, share. Guys, you're gonna help me. You guys gonna help me a lot. We're gonna be turning on the phone lines very shortly. I want to hear your thoughts on the different things, guys. We're gonna be talking about, we still got things to cover here. We're gonna be talking about, I think, the master plan of Nancy Pelosi and other stuff. When I open up the lines, obviously, guys, anything under the table, any current events or any questions, anything is up for debate. You guys are going to be able to talk to me about that. But let's talk about this video. This is a brand new video that has body cam video of the Breonna Taylor raid, not inside the apartment, but outside, and the reactions of it. The main bombshell from this video is that the boyfriend said that Breonna Taylor, you're going to hear this, which his own mouth, unless he was lying, but it makes sense. And I'm going to tell you why it makes sense. Said that Breonna Taylor was the one that shot, not him. Subsequently, he has said that it was him that shot the officer. Yet, in this video, it's saying that it was Breonna. So this just brings more lunacy, more controversial. To be honest, there's nothing controversial to me. It's controversial to Kamala Harris, who said some craziness, right? It's controversial to a lot of leftists. It's just as simple as this. The police was executing a search warrant. They knocked on the door. They announced themselves. They opened the door. They went in. There was a guy or a girl. We don't know. We don't know. Waiting, and they thought that somebody was breaking in. They shot first. The officers shot back. And sadly, I mean, nobody wants to find themselves in that situation. Sadly, somebody lost their life, obviously Breonna Taylor. But let's see what this video shows here. About a minute in, we're going to see what they said.
Dude, we announced like 3 times. So first go try that.
So we got the officers outside. This is the where they executed the search warrant right in front of us, obviously right here. These are the police officers who are outside, and they're just getting information, etc.
Tell them we have 11015. How's your girlfriend doing? I don't know. Inside? There's somebody. I was banging at the door and she said, "Who is it?" And the other started shooting.
No, we announced 3 times police search warrant. Don't try that.
Yeah, my girlfriend.
Who was shooting at us?
So the officers asked who was shooting at us.
It was her house.
Who was shooting at us?
Hold your positions, everybody.
We have to go in if there's somebody.
What is this about?
SWAT can come. We're not going in there. What kind of gun does she have?
She's on the ground. In the hallway.
What kind of gun did she shoot?
It's
a rifle or a pistol?
Regular 9mm. Did she shoot or you shoot? It was her. She was scared.
You heard? Did you shoot or she shot? It said it was her. She was scared. This makes a little bit more sense if this is true, because we don't even know. If this is true, it makes a little bit more sense. That's why she died. If she was the one shooting, that's why she died. Because people were asking, okay, he said he was the one that shot. How did she get killed? Was he using her as a body shield? But if it was her that was shooting, then this might make a little bit more sense. Let me put this back that way you guys hear this.
Did she shoot or you shoot? It was her. She was scared.
You heard? You guys heard that? It was her. She was scared. Listen to it again.
It's a rifle or a pistol? Regular 9mm. Did she shoot or you shoot? It was her. She was scared.
Okay, I'm spinning out.
I just kicked.
I'm gonna spin up behind you.
Nobody, like.
No, we're gonna let SWAT come and secure it. We're not rushing in there. We've already got shot.
Okay, so that's basically it. He's saying that it was her shooting, which again just brings a little bit more credence to the evidence that she was the one that got killed. He brought that back later, saying that it was him that shot. What is the solution to this? This is the solution that I personally offer to this. I think, to be honest, I think is an administrative of the laws that police have to execute these warrants in. I think my solution, Valentine Ferrera's solution to this, is that they should not execute search warrants inside homes, plain and simple, for the safety of the people. In Breonna Taylor's apartment, there was a family next door, a woman pregnant, and I think a small child and a father. So people live with sheetrock. That just goes right through. Bullets go right through that, right? You hear your neighbors right next door doing what they're doing when they're just knocking at the thing. Imagine bullets going through sheetrock. I think search warrants should not be executed inside apartments for the safety of the officers, for the safety of the neighbors, for the safety of that. This was not a no-knock warrant like some people will have you to believe. There is evidence. Neighbors heard the officer say that it was whatever PD it was, right? They claimed that they didn't heard it, but officers did say that. Actually, in this video too, officers said that we announced who we were, right? I believe that if they stop doing that and executing search warrants inside apartments and execute them outside apartments in open areas, maybe it will be better. On the other side that you have to think about too is that, okay, let's say they did not hear. Somebody's knocking at the door. The boyfriend, I covered this. Go watch my Breonna Taylor video. That way you know exactly what's going on. There's a story behind this. The boyfriend thought that it was the ex-boyfriend that Breonna Taylor still had a relationship with, meaning they had a friendly relationship because he used to receive packages inside the house. But the boyfriend was involved, that the ex-boyfriend was also involved in drug dealing, and this is why they're trying to link Breonna Taylor to the drug dealing of the ex-boyfriend, because he was receiving packages in the house, and then he took those packages and went to a known drug house, right? So that's the backstory. The current boyfriend, now the one that's on this video right here, saying he said that he thought it was the old boyfriend knocking at the door. That's what he thought. He got afraid and he thought it was the old boyfriend knocking at the door. So, and he got obviously scared, and he has the right to be scared, right? He had a legal gun. That was his gun. It was all legal. If somebody's at the door, knocking at the door, you don't know who it is. Supposedly they said, who is it? Nobody answered. Somebody comes inside your home, this is at 12 o'clock at night. Somebody comes inside your home, you are shooting if you have a gun. Plain and simple. That's just how it is. So I think it's just this was just a horrible situation again, and it's sad because raids like this go everywhere. Raids like this are done everywhere in the United States of America. Everywhere they're done like this. I think my solution to this is just do away with all of these type of raids, and I think we should be in a better position. The time has come to turn on the phone lines to the world famous Valentine show. Let's turn on these let's turn on these lines, man. Let me see what you guys are in the mood for. Let me know what you guys let me put this on. There you go. I only have 2 rules. That's it. Wow. Right away. No cursing and respect. Caller, you on there?
Hey, it's Alexis.
Alexis, talk to me.
I couldn't wait for you to open up the line. I have 2 things to say.
What is on your mind?
One is a very personal thing.
Okay.
So me and my family had endured a SWAT raid before.
Okay.
And it was me and all the kids and my husband.
Okay.
But unfortunately, my husband was at work.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a knock warrant. But that doesn't even matter anyways, because when I tell you they just knock and burst through the doors, you have no time to do anything.
Like they busted the door open?
They bust our windows and they busted the front door. They broke our whole front door.
Yeah.
And this was because they usually do it really early in the morning. And that's what we experienced. It was very early in the morning.
Okay.
And it was for nothing. It was a misunderstanding. And I'll tell you this, though. As many people that was in our home, no one got killed. And the one thing is, and we all carry, but the one thing is that we didn't even have time to even think to pull out a gun. And there was no kind of time to even think of stuff like that, because that's what they try to do. They try to distract you, and that's why they bust our back window, and then they came through the front. And, you know, my thing is I really don't know exactly all that happened that night. Yeah. But you have to kind of understand what kind of mentality was this environment. For her to just automatically have her gun and start busting like that, it's kind of weird, because it tells me that they may have really given them time to open the door. For her to go reach, get her gun, or him, whomever, get the gun, load, and be ready, and then start shooting. So that tells me, like, there must have been some kind of time frame of them hearing them banging on the door, telling them to open up the door, announcing themselves, or whatever the case may have been, and then her shoot. Because, like I said, we're a family that holds, and, you know, there was no time. I mean, it was going through the house, and it was all of us surprised, because that's what the whole point is.
Yeah, one of the reasons that they do it, one of the reasons that they do a no-knock warrant, they knocked in your case, but one of the reasons that they do a no-knock warrant is because of that. Because a lot of these places where they do no-knock warrants are places where they know that there's drugs and that there's people guarding them with guns, so they try to get them by surprise. That way they don't get their weapons and be time for any type of shootout or anything like that. So that's why they do a no-knock warrant. But I'm gonna tell you this: even though I am not, I don't carry guns, right? But there's a lot of gun owners who carry inside their homes. They're carrying all the time inside their homes, just in case something goes down. So it's just, we don't know where that gun was. We don't know exactly. They did have time to get their gun, even because even they say that they shot it out to try to find out who these people were, and supposedly there was no answer. Supposedly, again, I wasn't there. I'm just going by the evidence. Supposedly nobody answered back, right? And that's why. But again, and then I go and I check, and I ask myself too. Okay, did you not have time to see that the person coming in was like, it looked like an officer or something like that? Because they usually have these vests that have police on them, and, you know, like these bulletproof vests, and it looks like a police officer, you know. So I don't know.
They definitely are. They show themselves, and you can hear them screaming out, and, you know, the county, and screaming out all of that. But when I tell you, that's just what makes me, from my own personal experience, and this was SWAT, and that ran up into our home. And there was no time to even think of that. Like, it was very scary. And then hence why we have real big dogs now, because dogs will always give you that first warning to let you know who's near your home. Okay, my other thing I wanted to say is, here in Georgia, on Saturday, 1,000 patriots all met over there in Kennesaw, and we rode for 45 on the interstate.
Lovely.
We did 85 and 285. And when I tell you guys, you may think that we're alone out here, but we were deep.
I know. Yo, Alexis, I'm telling you,
massive.
Alexis, they were out in New York City too. Like, people, they coming out in New York City. Like, they're coming out. The Patriots are coming out everywhere. Like, yo, it's enough is enough. You get what I'm saying? There's a saying in Spanish, and I'm gonna say it in Spanish, then I'm gonna try to translate it in English. damn, what's it? Okay, el pendejo es pendejo no, el guapo es guapo hasta que el pendejo quiere. Let me say that, let me translate that, right? Meaning the bully is a bully only until the one that's getting bullied wants, because when the one that getting bullied fights back, he's not a bully anymore. And I think that that the Patriots and the silent majority is saying, yo, enough is enough. There's so many attacks. Look at Nancy Pelosi. I'm not getting into Nancy Pelosi and what I think she's invoking the 25th Amendment stupidity and craziness. But
let me tell you though about the 25th real quick.
Yeah.
I heard and I thought this too. I really think she's pushing that because if they win, I definitely feel like they are going to declare Biden as incompetent, and they're going to put
That's right. Yo, you took it out of my mouth. That's exactly what it looks like is going to be the game plan here. It's just they're to make it a little bit difficult on Trump also, but again, Democrats, guys, liberals, they have a long view, grassroots stuff. They're thinking about the future. That's what they're thinking about how we going to turn the country into a communist hellhole in the future. And this is what one of the things that Nancy Pelosi might be doing. Alexis, thank you. Thank you for being a warrior, and thank you for giving me all your stories and your support, like always, on the comments, and do what you got to do. God bless my sister, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Alexis, fire. One of the women that's always on fire for the Valentine show. That's Alexis. You're going to see her in the chat. Doing what she got to do. Like I was saying, the number to call is 646-470-1077. Like I was saying, I did a video before this one on that the Nancy Pelosi it's just a pain in the butt. Oh my God. Yo, they're not letting the president of the United States breathe for a second. Constant persecution of the president of the United States. And he's still going to win on November 3rd. He's still going to win. They're invoking something called the 25th Amendment. The 25th Amendment takes power away from the president if he's deemed unable to exercise the powers of the presidency. How does this work? The vice president, Mike Pence, has to say that he's not capable. But not only that, 2/3 of each house of the House of Representatives, and I mean of each chamber of the House of Representatives of the Senate have to say that he's not able to function as the president. And then they replace the president with the vice president, with Mike Pence. Like who the Democrats think that they're gonna get? Again, this is why this is just impossible. Mike Pence is 100% in on the president. You need 2/3 of each house. The Senate is controlled by Republicans. That's not happening. Nancy Pelosi knows all this. But like Alexis said, and like I was thinking, they want to do this. They want to establish some type of stupid commission to do this. Oh, hey, call back, caller. Come on, call back, caller. I was going to pick you up. But yeah, they want to establish some stupid commission to possibly, when Kamala Harris gets in, and Biden, who supposedly has said that he's not down for 2 terms, he can't do 2 terms, he probably can't do 1 term, they're going to just invoke this amendment and get Kamala Harris in. Okay, let's go. Caller, you on the air?
Good evening, Valentin. Con mucho swing. How you doing?
Hey, Ronnie, talk to me, brother. How you feeling?
Hey, brother. Oh, man, you recognize me. Thank you, man.
How not? How not? Good. How you feeling, brother? How's everything?
Good.
Talk to me.
Good evening to everybody. Hey, just real quick, man. I don't know if you saw, and I brought it up in the chat, the Hasidic Jews in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
De Blasio's been on them, closing the synagogue, closing the park, with they solder it, or whatever it is, the entrance. But then lastly, they're out there yesterday dancing with Trump flags everywhere, man. It was amazing.
I love that, to be honest, Ronnie. You know why I love that? Because Jews are very protected, obviously, because of the history and whatnot. And I think they're Andrew Cuomo and the mayor, de Blasio, they're not going to be able to do anything about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
They could say, we're going to give them tickets, we're going to do this, but I don't think these people, they're going to come in and they're just still going to do. Again, the government people, The government is not there, and you can't give the government an inch. That's the problem. The government is not there to tell you what to do and how to do it. The government is there to tell you the risk, and you, as a grown adult, you decide what to do with those risks. Whether you want to stay and bury yourself in a closet and never come out until coronavirus is eradicated from the face of the earth, which that might be never, or you take a smart risk and you come out in public.
Yeah. And one last thing about los judíos, the Jewish, the God, God's people, but man, unfortunately, and it's the majority of them. It's a slight majority, but they're liberals. I mean, there's like non-religious. They're just Jews, and they're not. They're very liberal. And they'll vote Democrat.
Yes. The Jews are very
Jews.
Yeah, the Jews are very liberal. But to be honest, with this president, they have had to switch it up around. To be honest, because the president is moving the embassy to Jerusalem. He's very pro-Israel president, and they have to, especially, I've seen a lot of Hasidic Jews come out in support.
The religious ones.
The religious ones come out in support of president of the United States. Ronnie, but what do you think about the Mike Pence and Kamala Harris? What did you come out of that thinking?
No, it was like Telemundo, right? Said the poll came out and it was like what, 70-30 or even less. It was like 70-29 or something that everybody thought that Mike Pence did it. Yeah,
I didn't see that Telemundo poll, to be honest.
Oh yeah, another one. Yeah,
wow, look at that.
They even came out with a meme saying Telemundo's fed, because now everybody that's watching it is pretty much
Trump supporters.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, brother. So nice talking to you again, man. And I'll just wanted to say hi and keep up the great job, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, my brother. God bless.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And your family. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. That's Ronnie. Always in the chat, you'll see him. That's Ronnie. Guys, I'm so happy with the community that we're building here, the people, man. It's just insanity. Very insightful individuals call up on the show and give great opinions. Guys, we are. And it's up to you guys. You see the knowledge you have here. You're here on this show because you know something. It's up to you to spread the message. You are I'm gonna tell you right now, the people you're in the chat right now, you probably know more than probably 90% of the people that are you surround yourself with, to be honest. Most people, a lot of people don't know the ins and outs about politics. And it's not that I know the ins and outs either, but at least I know the basics. And you know the basics too. Because you tell it to me. I see it on the chat all the time. So it's up to you to get the message out. We got a very important election coming up, guys. And it's extremely important that you get out, register to vote. There's a lot of deadlines coming up. I think it might have been today in the state of New York. It might have been today in Connecticut. I'm not sure exactly in New Jersey, where it's all around the same thing. So make sure you know when to register your vote. Make sure you get your vote out early. If you are going to use a mail-in ballot, again, I don't recommend anybody use any type of mail-in ballot, anything. Go and vote in public, on person, I'm sorry. Caller, you on the air?
Hey, what's up, Valentine? It's Brendan.
Brendan, talk to me.
Hey, so with that, with the Hasidic Jews, is that real close to where you live, or is that kind of far? Because that's pretty crazy, man. That's you start messing with God's people, and then Christians are getting persecuted. People really need to wake up.
Yeah, people are not seeing that, Brendan. That's the thing. There's you have, and I try to, and that's what I try to do on this channel. I try to give you guys the real truth, right? The real truth, the only real truth is found in the Bible, right? But a lot of people a lot of people don't know, but the Jews are God's people. Whether they do say what they do, whatever, they're God's people, right? And I think that's probably one of the reasons the United States of America has been blessed so much, because they are always very pro-Jew, very pro-Israel in particular. So they're messing around with them in Brooklyn, right? They're messing around with them in Brooklyn, and but I think, Brandon, it's like I told Ronnie before, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, because those people they're gonna battle it out, to be honest.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you gotta kind of admire him, because, I was raised Catholic, but I mean, I'm not a strict Catholic. I consider myself a Christian, and
okay,
you see all these churches getting vandalized and stuff like that. Nobody's saying anything or doing anything. And see, I think there are people, because they had to experience, it was only 75 years ago, it was World War II, dude. So this is crazy. This should never be tolerated in America. And then it's like, I wish Trump had the ability to do it, but the thing is, he's got too many people against him, man. I mean, that's the reality of it. So we just got to really be on guard. Vote like your life depends on it. But the reality is, we just got to really pray hard for this country. It's actually kind of scary, man, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's like, why put us into this situation? It's really ridiculous.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And, some people might feel that especially us, the type of people that do consider a lot of the material that we consider current events, we see what's going on, right? We see the insanity of the world. And sometimes we could get a little bit scared. That's just the fact. We could get scared of, and sometimes we could get ourselves in a hole thinking that there's no solution or there's no problems. Guys, we're very I'm pro Trump 110% up in this channel, and everybody knows that. But in reality, my hope, because again, I see stuff that I don't see no answers for. I see no solutions. I'm a human, just like you. Yeah. I just try to put everything that I can. I put it on God. Hey, God, take care of that, and let's go for them. Brandon, you do that too.
Well, yeah, that's all that's all a guy could do. Because I mean, like yesterday, I kind of had like a heaviness feeling in a way or whatever, and because all this stuff is spiritual, man. Like, I mean, it just has got that element to it. Because you got crazy Nancy Pelosi on TV, and I don't know why she's representing 355 million people when only 155,000 people voted for her or something like that. And it's like, why is she putting our country through turmoil like this? It's ridiculous.
The devil,
like,
man.
The Congress should be able to be like, here, you're not qualified to do this. You're dividing our country. Because let's face the facts. You got family, I'm sure that's Democratic or liberal or whatever. I do. Liberal. I still love them the same. I may not agree with them. We may have conflicts. But American people could get along and figure things out. But the politicians that can't get along, and really in it, it's all coming from the liberals. It's not coming from the Republican side, man.
It's not. That animosity towards a different train of thought. All of it is coming from the liberal side. And even like you said, Americans could get along. There's just probably a small percentage of the American public who's destroying and looting and doing all that stuff. But the most majority of people, especially us, man, we could tolerate so many different forms of view, man. But
we really can, and that's the thing is, like, if we don't get back to that basis, like, where, hey, you got a different opinion. Like, I got a friend, he's from Atlanta. And I mean, he hates Trump with a passion, and it's like we started talking, and I was like, dude, I mean, he thinks like Trump's kind of the one that's stirring up a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, Trump does kind of he has a controversial personality. I like him because he's a strong leader and he's done good for our country and put our country first. But I do think the way Pence was the other day, he should kind of put Pence more on the forefront of some of these issues, just because he does word things better. He thinks before he speaks words. Trump doesn't necessarily do that. Trump's a great leader, but I thought Pence really handled himself well the other day, and I don't see how anybody could say Kamala Harris won that debate.
Nobody could say that. I mean, that I call Pence. Yeah, to be honest, Brandon, I've never in my life, to be honest, had listened to any of debates or speeches by Mike Pence. I just thought he was a great soldier. He was a great person that did what the president did. But when I heard him that night, you heard it first on the Valentine show, guys. There is a potential president in Mike Pence, guaranteed. The way he spoke that night.
In all honesty, I think if we had a totally honest news media, dude, Trump and Pence would win by a landslide. But it's so hard I pray for Trump, man, because it's like 24/7 for 4 years he's been attacked by our media. It's just not fair, and it's not fair to the American people, and it actually attacks us that voted for him.
It does.
Do they really hate us that bad? Are we that bad of people? Like, it's just ridiculous, man.
That's what makes you wonder, right? Brandon, thank you, my brother, for always calling and doing what you got to do, my brother. Thank you for always being very active on the chat. God bless, my brother, and take care.
All right, man. God bless you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Bye.
Bye.
Brandon brought us some great points. I mean, I saw Stephen Crowder the other day. Let me pick up this call. Great. Caller, you on the air?
Oh, I got through. You're getting famous, guys.
Hey,
Sonia.
Sonia, talk to me. What's on your mind? Women.
Okay, let's talk the debate because that's the recent thing.
Yes.
I was thinking about, I don't know if you were the one who said this about how, you're rooting for your team, right? You think of it like sports. No matter what, you want to see your people do good or whatever.
Your
so
team,
you root for them.
yeah.
But I was trying to be objective and fair because I know that before all of this happened, I didn't have any opinion of Pence. He just seemed like a straight-laced guy, maybe a little stiff. But I didn't have any, he seemed mean because remember, I'm not hearing him in anything. I'm just hearing media and pictures, and he's always got that stern face.
All the time.
Yeah. So I was trying to put myself in that place just to be objective because I think it's good to sometimes play the middle just to see if I came from nothing and I saw the debate, because obviously I'm rooting for Pence, but let's pretend I wasn't. Would I come away from there thinking that Kamala did anything great? Because I refused to watch The View. And from what I understand, people were, I guess, praising her performance. And I'm thinking, even if you hate Pence, even if you're a Democrat, whatever the case, who can come away thinking that whatever we saw there was good on her part? And then I thought, is it that I can't see it because I'm on Pence's side? Because I know that where Trump failed in the last one, I know that he didn't use the opportunity, right? I can admit that. I know that that's not his strong suit. So I'm trying to figure out what could they possibly say about her when she really didn't say much.
Let me tell you this, Sonia.
Her very first question, she spent it talking about Trump, and the very end of it, she threw in what they plan to do.
Let me tell you this, Sonia. This is the way I see it, and this is just the way they act. This is just one team versus another team, and and this is how some people see it, Sonia. I know you don't see it like that. I don't see it like that, and a whole bunch of people don't see it like that because we're objective. There's some people that are literally diehard, whatever, Democrats or whatever there is. No, and especially in a time like this, like right now, the election cycle, there is no way anything negative will come out of their mouth out of their candidate because we're in this political season. There's nothing that is going to come out. It's like I tell you, I'm going to attack your family, Sonia, and I'm going to tell you, to tell me something bad about your family. You will never tell me anything bad about your family, even though every family has bad things, right? But you will never, ever do that. These people are like that. And the media, because again, 90% is on the liberal side, they're going to push 130% that Kamala Harris did good and she didn't do good. She looked like who was it that called her like ABL called her this a DMV employee. Like these with an attitude. Awkward. Did you see the head bopping and it's my turn. It's my turn. And he looks it's like sip it like almost like he was gonna like it was a mom scolding a young child. But go ahead, tell me.
A woman that I listened to who has a channel before I got into politics, believe it or not, I was only listening to her because I was still a fan of The View at the time. Well, at least I tolerated The View because I didn't know. Anyway, and from what that woman had said about herself, she had voted for Trump. She was a black woman from the South. She hated the Clintons because she knew their history because she's from Arkansas. She knows how they got down in the dirty politics locally. And everything that she was about was totally conservative as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what happened from then until now because she's totally a Trump hater now. And I saw her tweet when the debate was going on, and I guess it was around the time that Kamala said, "I'm speaking and don't interrupt." And she said the fact that Pence can continue talking after it's his turn is an example of white patriarchal or supremacy or something to that effect.
That's how they see. You see, I got my yellow glasses on. Yeah, you're like, where did you get all that from? You see that the way I got
white men speaking, not letting maybe the colored woman speak,
and all that.
You know what? Yeah. No, she was annoying me when she kept saying I'm speaking because when she finally did talk and say that I will not be lectured about my her prosecution history.
Playing the
The
victim.
only one who was on court. And I thought, you're not being lectured. You're having a debate.
And you're getting told facts that you don't like. Now you're playing the victim.
Yeah, and when you're having a debate, everything is up for grabs. Your work history, your political history, and whatever else they can come up with to challenge you.
Everything. They're gonna bring it up. This is the same woman that was accusing Joe Biden in the debates of being racist. Is going to talk about if Joe Biden did what he did, he went supposedly he was against busing, and that's obviously racism. He did it. Why can't we talk about your history, Kamala? I think to be honest, there is just no question about the debate. I mean, she just came up. She wasn't. I think For the people that don't know,
strong, no.
she didn't come out strong at all. For the people that don't know, did you guys know that Mike Pence had a talk show? He had a talk show.
I saw that in your video.
Yes, he was. And whoever doesn't believe me, YouTube the Mike Pence show right now. That way you see Mike Pence doing that. But he just came out very good. He came out very he talked good. He complimented her in some things, which I know what they do that. You trust me, I get it. It's like if somebody's gonna compliment you, prepare for what's coming after that, because there's some fire coming after that. And Mike Pence.
The thing is, even if you don't know anything about him, right? In that debate, what he demonstrated to me, and again, maybe I am wearing those glasses that the Republicans.
Yeah.
He was mild-mannered. He was even-toned. He was respectful. He waited. They both of them spoke a little bit, but nothing crazy. Yeah. And I'm like, what did he do in this debate in any way, shape, or form that didn't say respect? Because
he just destroyed her. That's what he did.
I wanted him to do. He did it right.
he destroyed. But I was talking about the glasses. These Democrats, these liberals, they put on. See, have yellow glasses there, so everything's affected that I'm seeing right now with a yellow tint on it. Right? These people, they put on racist glasses, and everything that they see in their life has an aspect of racism. So when you're giving me facts, or you're mansplaining me, or you're lecturing me because I'm a woman, and the patriarchy and the white devil is at it again doing and this, I'm like, please. Even the moderator, I saw a thing today, I think an interview with the moderator, which in my opinion, I think she was fair, unlike Chris Wallace.
Yes, anyone but him.
Yeah, I think she even said that she didn't find no problem in the way Mike Pence was talking. Again, this is
they're making something out of nothing. Yeah.
Because they don't have anything. That's the thing.
And real quick, before I forget, I don't think that she was objective, the moderator, in the sense that when Kamala was going in about Breonna Taylor being an EMT and training to be a nurse and Miss Goody Two Shoes, if she wanted to say all that because she's a liar and she wants to play that role, that's fine. But the moderator introduced the question that way, and I didn't like it. She shouldn't have started it by saying, how do you feel about the Breonna Taylor Taste, who was an EMT, and she went on and on. No, just say, what do you think about the grand
She
influenced that question.
I have to agree.
They know the facts?
Yeah, exactly. I think, and I know exactly what you mean. I think it's true. And then obviously Kamala Harris just comes and just leads with that. Yeah, takes it from there. Like, oh, thank you for giving me the torch. Exactly. Exactly.
And she sat on the Intelligence Committee, and I'll leave with this. They didn't give her the intel on that.
It's crazy. But Sonia, thank you, my sister, for always calling and doing what you do. I think I enjoy
about the fly another day, because that's another ridiculous thing.
That's all they got. The fly. That's all they got.
Black flies matter.
Oh, yo, wait. Before you leave, look, listen. Gayle King, look it up, guys. Again, don't believe me. Don't believe me. Gayle King said that the fly was a fly of color.
Oh my God.
A fly of color. Google it. Gayle King, fly of color. She said that, like she's introducing racism into insects.
Where's Snoop when you need him? He put her in her place when she was asking that question about, right? Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. It's crazy. But take care, Sonia. We talk later. Maybe I'll see you on the Spanish side. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Ciao.
That's Sonia. Again, another warrior from the Valentine show. Yeah, yo, guys, Gayle King said that fly that landed on Mike Pence was a fly of color. Caller, you on the air?
It is Morgan.
Morgan, talk to me, Morgan. And we're gonna close with Morgan for tonight, guys. Morgan, what's on your mind? The women are on fire up in here.
Well, I didn't mean to cut in. And I always segue into some random crap, so I'm sorry, everyone in the chat. But I just wanted to tell everybody in the chat hi. And Lone Wolf, I was trying to help him out. You had a troll, and we were all trying to get that under control.
It's okay as long as the trolls don't. Let me give a PSA for the trolls. Trolls, as long as you don't curse, you can stay in the chat. But if you're gonna act stupid and curse, you are going to be blocked from the channel, straight up. Okay, but continue. Morgan.
Honestly, I don't think he/she, because I don't know which one. And you have to verify pronouns now or whatever that is. He/she did not identify, but he/she was saying like they started the anarchy or whatever. They're playing World of Warcraft right now and
who
putting on
what
oxy
anarchy?
pads.
Who started what anarchy?
The lone wolf person.
I'm like, because
I'm not quite sure.
It couldn't be the left. The left. I mean, the right. The people on the right didn't start no anarchy. The people on the left are the ones who are going crazy with the destroying people. Those are the people that start anarchy.
Yeah,
Antifa and these people.
Right. Well, no, the troll in your chat said something to the effect, I don't want to misquote, but he/she said something, she, whatever, said something to the effect of, honestly, I'm not neo-liberal or something like that. And they said, I just threw a stone and watched the anarchy happen. Like they started the whole thing or something.
Oh, I get you.
No,
I get you.
No. You have a World of Warcraft account and it got canceled and you're mad right now. So I'm going to need you to go play another video game, eat your Cheetos. It'll be fine. It's fine.
All right.
So anyway, no, I just wanted to say hi because I have been like absent. I've been worked to death for absolutely no reason because it's still like 80 degrees in freaking Nebraska right now.
Wow. It's still hot over there.
Yeah, and then the fly on Mike Pence, that is so ridiculous. I'm tired of hearing about the fly. It's not a fly of color. It's not any of that. We're not doing that.
What do you think about the debate? What do you think about the way Kamala Harris handled herself? What impression did she give you? To be honest, to me, she came out very ghetto, in my opinion, and not something.
She did, and you know what? Yeah, you know what? I got annoyed. I didn't even watch the whole thing. Like I was so tired of her going, "Excuse me."
My wife got annoyed.
I'm talking.
My wife got annoyed at that too. She got annoyed. I guess it's a woman thing, like when you see a woman do that. But my wife also was seeing her, and she was seeing her in Spanish, right? So she's not getting like the full. I guess not context, but the full emotion behind it. But you know, it's more emotional in English. But even my wife got annoyed about that. It was just like she didn't like that. And could you just imagine Kamala Harris and on a world stage negotiating that, and she's talking like that and doing all the head bobbing, and negotiating some type of deal with some foreign minister or leader or something like that, or Kim Jong-un. Imagine Kamala Harris did some thing like that, talking to Kim Jong-un, right? Or the Chinese
and then
people.
and you know what? I knew I liked your wife. I knew I did. You know what though? Like, what is okay? I just recently rip Judge Judy because she just like signed off on Bloomberg or somebody. I found out she's a raging liberal.
I know she signed off on Bloomberg, and that caught me by surprise, to be honest, because
me too.
Because people like that with that type of temper, she seems very strong. She seems actually very conservative Republican. She comes out and she endorses Bloomberg. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I was shocked by that, but. Okay, I'm just going to throw her line in there that we call that chicken necking. She was chicken necking with excuse me. Yeah, I wanted to punch Kamala, whatever her name is. No, Mike Pence was like cool as a cucumber. Like all day. He held through that like all day, like with a serious, no smiling, which I like that, to be honest. There's the Bible says there's time for smiling, there's time for crying, there's time for everything, right? And Mike Pence was serious, and he just went through like a warrior, like a soldier. Killed it. He handled it like a man. Like that's how me and my son's dad used to fight. Like he'd be like, whatever. You're flying off the handle right now. And he would like shut down and be like, what are you talking about? And then I'd be the one that felt crazy. Like, he's using good tactics. I'll just say that. Yeah. He's using some good tactics. But I know she was annoying. So like I had to shut it off.
Because I was getting annoyed.
I couldn't. I mean, I can't blame you. I can't blame you. Like, that's the type of attitude. I'm around that type of attitude all day long. I know where that comes from. I'm around that, and I don't like that. It's ghetto. It's like, you know. I mean, and she's not ghetto because she's not from that type of thing, because she's talking about, she doesn't follow the culture of rap. She's talking about that her favorite rapper alive is Tupac, right?
Tupac.
Right, Tupac, and he's not alive.
I would have said E40. I would have said E40.
All right,
like, who does that?
But she doesn't know the culture, and she's acting like that, which is it just turned me off. But Morgan, I don't want to cut you off, but I'm gonna have to cut you off because you know where I'm going now, to the Spanish side. So we're gonna keep
no, you're fine.
Rocking on that side. Morgan, thank you so much for always being crazy on the chat in Spanish and in English.
Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, and just really quick, FYI, when I watched the debate on ABL's thing. Sorry, I feel like I'm cheating or something.
No, it's all right. I didn't do it. I didn't do it live this time, actually.
Right, and I noticed that. But when Kamala was talking, I kept going, "What happened to the bus, Kamala? I thought Joe Biden kept you from the bus."
No, they don't care about that.
I kept saying that.
They don't care about that. That's just.
But that's what I was screaming in the chat.
They don't care about
politics.
They don't care about racism. They just use racism, and they're using the black community just because it's just the one who.
It's convenient.
Yeah, it's convenient. But a lot of black people, to be honest, a lot of people are waking. A lot of black people, actually, black Americans are waking up to the fact that they're being used for other political gains. It's insanity. But that's
I'm glad for that. I hope they do. But anyway, everyone have a good night. You have a good night. I'll be in the
Spanish side.
Spanish.
God bless you. God bless Morgan.
I may not say much except hi.
No problem.
I gotta still cook dinner as usual because I got home late. But yep.
Do what you
guys have a good night. Have a good weekend. Bless you guys.
God bless. God bless Morgan.
See you later.
Later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
That's Morgan. You're so cool up in the chat, guys. Thank you so much again. Another excellent show. I think we always have excellent shows on the Valentine show. Again, I always ask for your help, guys. If there's some big things coming out, there's some big things coming around. The channel is obviously, like you guys see, is growing, but I need your help all the time, guys. You know, we are starting a grassroots movement. You know, starting something from the bottom here, and I need you guys' help to share, to like, do all that good stuff. You guys always do it all the time. Just share with people that you think are gonna, you know, hey, check this guy out, support this guy. He's trying to, you know, do something different, guys. We're going obviously over to the people that speak the Spanish. Very good, my friend, for you. You know what I mean? Hey, we're going to the Spanish show where I talk with my wife. A lot of these same topics, maybe a couple, 2, 3 different. You speak Spanish? El Show de Valentin, right here. That's the name of the channel. El Show de Valentin will be there. Guys, God bless. Godspeed me, Valentine. I am out. Enjoy your weekend. Just enjoy, guys. Try not to get too crazy. If you want, turn off social media, turn off the news, turn off that. Enjoy your weekend. Monday, we'll be back at it 110%. God bless. Godspeed me, Valentine. I am